competition. They just get worse.
Da Costa, Van Dorn, De Vries, Byrne and Mortara are the 5 drivers who have fan boost, so they can get a 5-second power boost in the second half of the race. Evans is closing. Ominous. Title rivals. There is quite a lot of points between. There's 13 points between Van Dorn
Sims,
and Evans.
1 minute
Van
5
Dorn
remaining, 1 minute 5, and then it's urgent foxtrot.
Urgent foxtrot.
That means save some energy, potentially.
I think it means overtake. I think he's saying urgent. I think it means overtake.
You reckon?
Yeah. When Sims is out of... oh, there's a crunch there with Sete Camera, but I think he's saying Sims has a minute left, and then
Get him.
we've got to get him. Otherwise, we're not winning the race.
Yeah, Sims looked like he was struggling with the back tyres a couple of corners ago, but he seems to have got it back under control.
Here's the championship as it stands. Van Dorn would move 10 points clear of Eduardo Mortara. Evans would be up into 3rd, but now they're fighting. Oh, Van Dorn got a little spooked there. Thought maybe Evans was going to go for the lunge. Jake Dennis is going on Sete Camera down into turn 1 and makes it stick. But Evans is looking very, very strong here. He and Van Dorn have the same amount of attack mode remaining. And they are both going to be wanting to get ahead of Alexander Sims because they've both got a lap more of attack mode than Sims and Da Costa ahead. 23 minutes plus 1 lap to go.
And yeah, Mitch Evans didn't pass Stoffel Van Dorn there, but he forced him to stay on the throttle longer and burn more energy that Stoffel Van Dorn did not want to burn at that point on the track or in the race.
Right, urgent foxtrot time now. Looking to the inside. Can't quite get the move done there. Down into turn 1 is going to be the attack. I wonder if Evans is going to try and follow through as well. So what have we got? We've got the run down into turn 1 and the run down into turn 6. Those are Van Dorn's 2 opportunities. Robin Freitz has just got up into 8th position then. Sergio Sete Camera's dropped a few places. That's who you can see on the tower on the left-hand side. But look at that. Van Dorn is not that close to Alexander Sims. So although he's looking down into 1, Sims almost looking at Da Costa. And this is going to be the big moment now. Coming out through turn 6. It's going to be the opportunity for Van Dorn to take 2nd.
Out of 5 here, I think if Evans and Van Dorn can get the power down better than Sims. Van Dorn's pretty close.
Here we go, down into turn 6. Sims comes the inside. Van Dorn goes to the outside. Sims holds the position. They go wheel to wheel, and Sims holds the place. Alexander Sims clinging on to 2nd position, and Van Dorn can't make it stick. And Evans now is still right behind the Mercedes EQ driver. They're all out of attack mode.
And this group is 3.5 seconds ahead of Jake Dennis in the Avalanche Andretti car. You see him just coming into your screen there. That's a lifetime in a Formula E race.
So, the top 5 battling for the win on the streets of New York City here. The 12th round of the season. Da Costa leading. Sims 2nd. Van Dorn 3rd. Evans 4th. De Vries 5th. Great fight for the lead as they swing through the left-hander. And down towards turn 1, a little bit of a slide from Van Dorn at the rear. Suddenly Da Costa's weaving around a little bit to try and cover off Alexander Sims. But those are the top 5. Then it's a gap back to Jake Dennis in the red and white Andretti. Freitz is in attack mode, as is Sam Bird, figuratively and literally, as he goes to the inside of Andre Lotterer. Did he overcook it? He did. So Bird doesn't manage to keep the position. Lotterer gets back ahead. Da Costa leading, Sims 2nd, Van Dorn 3rd, Evans 4th, De Vries 5th.
And there was some contact between Lotterer and Bird. Lotterer hit the back of Bird's car. Lotterer already had the back end of someone's car stuck in his nose, and there was contact with Sam Bird.
Going towards turn 9 again. In front of the huge grandstand that have a great view of both the hairpin, the attack mode, the Empire State Building, downtown Manhattan, the Statue of Liberty, all from one grandstand.
These cars are so closely matched now, and all these 5 drivers trying to find some kind of advantage on the other to make an overtaking maneuver, or as I said earlier, just make them use that bit more energy that you can take advantage of in those last couple of laps.
Championship leader-wise, Eduardo Mortara is down in 17th place, hasn't used his attack mode yet, so going for a late one here. Van Dorn nosing to the inside. Here comes Freitz on Dennis into turn 1. You can see it on the tower on the left-hand side, and Freitz gets through. So he is now up into 6th position, Robin Freitz, although he's now out of attack mode. He's up into 6th place. Just opportunistically stuck a nose in. And that has made the top 2 break away a little bit. Sims is defending hard. The Mahindra, I would suggest, broadly speaking, doesn't have the race pace of the rest of the front runners, but Sims knows if he defends well, he can hold on to that place. Third position at the moment.
And the gap between 5th and 6th has gone from 3 seconds down to 1.5 left, down to 2. So yeah, they're closing in. We could have a 7-way fight for this lead.
5-second time penalty for Max Gunther, causing
Evans.
a collision. Evans to the inside. Oh, he's lost it. Oh, Evans to the Jaguar, spins.
Oh, well held.
Keeps it together. Only falls down into 5th position, so doesn't actually lose any places. What a remarkable bit of driving from Evans, but he hit a big bump on the inside of the corner.
Absolutely right. I'm sure nobody's been there. They might have noted it in track walk, but well held, Mitch Evans. He's got to regroup and go again. The bad news is Sandberg pretty close behind his teammate now. He's got attack mode as well.
Unbelievable moment there for Mitch Evans. Manages to keep it together. Somehow he's in 5th position, and that has dropped him away from this lead battle. So Da Costa, Van Dorn, Sims and De Vries through the final corner, out across the line. 17 minutes plus a lap to go. Da Costa versus Van Dorn is now going to be the fight.
And you can see the gap between De Vries and Evans, but it could have been a lot worse for the Jaguar driver. The car could have been in kick form in the run-up there. Watch this as he moves over. De Vries moves over to defend from it. He hits the bump. Wow, wheels off, all 4 wheels off the ground. Well,
That's unreal.
well held. Stunning piece of driving. And you see, yeah, exactly, calm. Tell him to stay calm.
Bird has got ahead of Jake Dennis and up into 7th place, but these are the 4 for the race lead. Da Costa, Van Dorn, Sims and De Vries. Evans is now 3 seconds off that pack. Was that okay driving from De Vries?
Yeah, he didn't push him into the wall. He gave him enough room. Ultimately, it's not De Vries' issue that Mitch hit that bump. No, it was aggressive, not overly so. We've seen a lot worse than that.
Gunther, 5-second penalty, by the way, for that collision with Roland, which feels a bit odd to me, honestly, but there we go. 16 minutes plus 1 lap to go. And here comes Freitz on the defence from Sandberg. 3rd in 7th place, having started in 16th position.
And he's got 17 seconds of attack mode left, so if Sandberg's going to pass Robin Freitz in front of him, Robin Freitz in the green car.
De Vries on fan boost. De Vries on fan boost in 4th position. Can he get Alexander Sims coming down into turn 6? He's to the outside. He's overcooked it, and he can't get it done. Sims holds on to 3rd position. De Vries went for it, couldn't pull it off, and that drops him a bit more back towards Evans, who's just ahead of Freitz. So Da Costa, Van Dorn and Sims still the top 3. 15 minutes plus a lap to go. Here come into the hairpin. Da Costa leading, then Van Dorn and Sims. Sims is doing really well energy-wise here. The Mahindra is having a fantastic race. I was expecting him at this point to be struggling a bit with energy compared to Da Costa and Van Dorn, especially considering how much defending he's doing. He's probably got 0.5% less than Van Dorn, maybe, but broadly speaking, he's in the ballpark.
The question is, when does De Vries use that extra energy that he's got in the bank, those extra 1 or 2% on those ahead of him?
Now here's Lucas Di Grassi. He and Eduardo Mortara are both in attack mode now. Di Grassi has made considerably more progress through the field than Mortara. He started 18th, Mortara started 21st. He's now running 11th, whilst Mortara is still 15th. De Vries has managed to catch back up to the top 4 quite quickly. Then it's Evans, Freitz, Bird, Dennis, Lotterer. Verne is in 10th place, so looking on for 1 championship point as it stands. Here are the top 4. 14 minutes plus 1 lap to go. Through the Manhattan hairpin. Da Costa managing this race okay at the moment, but not really having any kind of energy advantage. There's Mortara now getting ahead of Dan Tickton and up into 14th position. They come up towards Buttermilk Bend, the right-hander that takes them from the Buttermilk Channel back inside around the Brooklyn Cruise Terminal, and across the line we go again. Race leader, Da Costa. Van Dorn, Sims and De Vries, the rest of the top 4. Evans fairly lonely now in 5th. Ahead of Freitz, ahead of Bird, ahead of Dennis. points in the DS Techeetah. 1 World Championship point for him if he finishes there. Can he make progress and get ahead of maybe Lotterer and Dennis? Overall, he's gained 2 places, which isn't really as many as he would have wanted, because he lost so many at the start. He got boxed in at turn 1. Everybody else basically drove around him, and as a result, dropped down the field. Now, that incident involving De Vries and Evans is under investigation. For that,
because Mitch causing a collision with the racetrack.
No,
They're talking about he hit the bump.
oh yeah, turn 5 and 6.
Yeah, when he hit the bump.
Yeah.
I don't think De Vries did anything wrong there, quite honestly.
And there wasn't a collision either. So it's a bit of a...
Oh, there we go. Mortara.
Askew.
Askew getting into it.
Here come the leaders. If it was the collision at the hairpin at turn 10, then maybe there was a collision at least, but yeah.
Oh yeah, at this point I think everybody's just trying to manage their tyres just a little bit.
So this was the one where De Vries sent it to the inside and kind of spun Sims a bit,
But he hit
forced his way
Sims.
through. But again, the timing screen is very specific that the collision at turn 5, 6 is what's being investigated. So that was an interesting, exciting moment. But I don't think that's the one that's under investigation.
No, like I was saying, so at this point, the guys are just sort of looking after their tyres a little bit. The front group, they've slowed the pace down a little bit. Da Costa has. Van Dorn, though, has a quite enough of an advantage to attempt to pass Da Costa ahead in the gold and black Techeetah. And Sims, I can't tell you, what a great job he's doing, just hanging in there.
Fantastic race here, Alexander Sims. Right in the mix in the top 3. Da Costa, Van Dorn, Sims, De Vries.
Evans is slowly closing the gap, but it's got to close that gap. And at this point in the race, it's going to be really, really hard. Everybody's used their attack mode now. Mortara's got 1 minute 55 to go to his teammate ahead. Will they play the team game?
11 minutes plus a lap to go. Sims defending from Nick De Vries to try and keep that 3rd position. And at this point, obviously Sims wants the most points possible, but when he is down in 18th in the championship, only 1 point's finished so far this year, it's the podium. You want the glory, don't you? You want to be stood on the podium overlooking Manhattan rather than what the World Championship points mean.
He's just going to be having fun being at the front of the field.
So this is what the actual investigation is for. I'm not a fan of this from De Vries, honestly.
Or the late move. Yeah, but there's enough space.
Yeah, but just because there's enough space, you can't be swerving like that so late in the day, can you?
I've seen it a lot later this year. Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, I've seen later, but that doesn't mean that's allowed as well.
Well, if he'd have done that all the way to the wall, I would have said absolutely throw the book at him. And you know I don't like defending.
No, absolutely.
I'm very against it.
Well, you never used to need to.
That's because I was on the back.
No, because you were gone. Because you were gone. I was being complimentary.
Thank you.
Right.
Anyway, moving on.
10 minutes plus a lap to go.
If you're Sims in that orange Mahindra, every time you drive down the road, you're looking in the mirror, expecting that silver Mercedes of De Vries to come flying past in the braking zone.
Giovinazzi out of the race. Another retirement for Antonio Giovinazzi. That's 3 in the last 4 races for the Italian. Less than 10 minutes plus a lap to go. Da Costa leading. There he is. Van Dorn. Sims, De Vries. Now, is Evans rejoining the fight? He is, you know. He's only 8/10 off De Vries. That last lap he was 6/10 quicker. So Evans is almost back to this fight at the front.
He's got to do it bit by bit. You know, there's that 9 minutes plus a lap to go. He's got to just do it. He can't do it all at once because it'll just kill the energy figures. And Sims again defending. And this is music to Evans' ears or eyes or whatever. That he's just closing that gap because Alexander Sims is moving all over the place defending. So that gives Evans some hope of a podium, but the win you've got to watch for Van Dorn and Da Costa disappearing up the road. But I think at this point, Evans would take the podium, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. But with Van Dorn finishing 2nd, it's still going to be not ideal, but some decent points. Nevertheless, yesterday was the first race all season that Mortara, Van Dorn, Byrne and Evans, none of them were on the podium. And that's the first time that had happened all season. So Van Dorn getting a podium here would be very, very big for his championship. It would move him back to the lead of the championship, which he lost after Marrakesh. can he get the win? Sims is, every time Sims and De Vries go straight now, De Vries does the same thing! It's De Costa and Van Dorn. Then Sims is all by himself at the moment in third position. Through the left-hander, and out over the start, finish straight again. Less than 8 minutes plus a lap to go. Energy-wise, De Vries is still looking strong. De Costa and Van Dorn are pretty similar. Sims is doing all right.
Sims is right there. I mean, that is so impressive. But everybody else, yeah, quite similar. So Evans can maybe burn just a little bit of that to close the gap. Attempt to overtake him, but look how far ahead Alexander Sims is.
Yeah,
It's not going to be easy to close that gap. And that's what we're talking about. Van Dorn, he's thinking, get him, but the car is telling him to bring.
Whoa!
Again, De Vries! De Vries didn't learn his lesson. He did exactly the same thing.
And the front wing is damaged on De Vries' car, is wobbling around a little bit. But Bird now is up into 5th place from 16th on the grid on a circuit that you can't really overtake on. This is really, really good stuff from Sam Bird, I have to say. Through the hairpin, he was quickest in prepare. Oh, Verne nose in on Lotterer, the two very close friends, and Verne remains in 10th place, but he's got Mortara closing in. Mortara's got a bit of advertising on the car as well, on the rear right. Verline's just got ahead of Sergio's headed camera. Race leaders across the line with 6.5 minutes plus 1 lap to go. De Costa leading, Van Dorn second, Sims in third, Evans fourth, Bird in 5th. Here's a look at what happened again then. So yeah, late. Oh, that was the first one from De Vries going to the inside of Sims.
Yeah.
Oof. Huge jump. And then this is the second one. Oh, Bird went to the inside. So De Vries was defending from Bird and hit the bump. Barkley buzzing as the Jaguars gain places. And Evans is back up into 4th. What a roller coaster this race is.
De Costa, possible derating.
So that is Stephen Lane telling Stoffel Van Dorn that De Costa has possible derating. What does that mean?
How to explain it? Basically, the car's starting to slow down on its own because it's not happy with some of the parameters that it's in. So, not good. Really not good. And I'm also hearing the same about Alexander Sims. Because it's so hot outside, it's...
Yeah, Sims is certainly struggling a little bit with temperatures. He's got Evans right behind him on the run down into the first corner. De Costa leading, Van Dorn second, Sims in third, Evans in 4th. Freitz and De Vries going side by side. The compatriots swap places and Freitz is into 6th position. There's Mortara on the back of De Grassi, his teammate. But here comes De Costa. He's got quite a big advantage on this particular rundown. Evans is keen to get ahead of Sims.
Yeah, nice defensive move there, where Sims just waited and positioned the car absolutely right. No defending, but just...
No further action involving Sete Camera and Dennis for whatever happened there. And they come into the left-hander now. Evans right up behind Alexander Sims. Sims will hold the defensive line at the Manhattan hairpin. And Evans goes to the outside.
Does he get the cutback though? No, nothing doing there. But again, he's causing Sims to use energy he doesn't want to use.
Next lap is final lap of fan boost. So next lap, final lap of fan boost.
So Van Dorn being told you've got to use the fan boost on this next lap, basically. And so get a bit closer to De Costa if you can, and then use it down into turn 6 to take the lead of the race. Sims defending again from Evans. Evans thinks about the dummy. Sims covers it up a bit more. He's breaking on the dirty stuff. Gets it done.
Yeah, that just slows them both down.
No added time, by the way, because no safety car periods. I think that Sims doesn't care here about the defending or not defending. Van Dorn's on fan boost.
Fan boost.
That's De Costa being told that Van Dorn's on fan boost, but he's not close enough to do anything about it. But yeah, Sims, if he's okay energy-wise, and this isn't a track that is too difficult on energy, he can just drive the classic defensive lines, and if he can hold on to 3rd place, so be it. I don't think it matters to Sims he's losing ground with the leaders, because I don't think he really could have beaten them.
100% agree, Jack. He is driving a beautiful race. Evans is all over the back of him. Now, Evans has got to get closer to 14, closer than he has been to make that pass into 1.
They're all on a very similar amount of energy. Sims fractionally less, but Nothing absolutely remarkable. 3 minutes plus a lap to go. Can Stoffel Vandoorne get ahead of Antonio Felix da Costa and win this eprix? Or can da Costa win for the first time this season? So da Costa leading, Vandoorne second. Then there's a gap back to Sims and Evans. Watch out then on Eduardo Mortara, the baggy. He's got damage on the front and the back of his car, and on the side of his car as well. He's only in 12th place, having started 21st.
Is that damage as opposed to just the advertising hoardings?
Yeah, exactly.
He's just got too close to the wall and pulled the advertising off. Sims defending again. Evans thought about it and thought, I'm not hitting that bump again. Right round the outside for Mitch Evans.
Lovely.
Quick thinking. Quick. He thought, no, better not do that because I'll go airborne again. That's it. Let's see how quickly, if he can, close the gap to Stoffel Vandoorne ahead.
Max efficiency. Let's spend a bit of energy and max efficiency.
Oh, spend a bit of energy. That means close the gap. Stoffel Vandoorne ahead. The gap right now, 2.2 seconds. That's asking a lot.
So, as it stands, Vandoorne would lead the championship. 13 points ahead of Mortara, but Evans would be up into third position. He'd still be 15 points off the lead, which he has been for ages, I feel. He keeps getting good results and keeps being 12, 15, 19, 18, 15 points off the lead. Verne would be the big loser. He'd be dropping out of the fight with just 4 races to go after this one. We'll be in London in 2 weeks' time, and then Seoul in 4 weeks' time.
2 double headers to finish the season off.
Vandoorne has a little bit more energy here than Antonio Felix da Costa, maybe 0.5%.
And it's interesting, he's not sitting in the slipstream, he's moving out of the slipstream, he's trying to get cool air into the radiators and cool the battery, cool all the different radiators to get as clean air as he can because of the temperature issues.
Look at that, da Costa slightly less energy than Vandoorne. There's a double yellow flag at turn 6 and 7, so someone's had an incident down there.
Okay, everybody, we've got a car driver's right, turn 6.
Oh, it's da Grassi.
Go left.
It's da Grassi, and da Grassi's trying to reverse out of the way, crunches against Buemi, and this is a bit of a traffic jam here. Da Grassi's been spun around, maybe even by his teammate.
Track is blocked at turn 6, please be aware. Okay,
They've got going again.
Track is clear.
They've got going again. Oh, there's an Andretti off down there. It's Oliver Askew. So Askew's been involved as well, and this might bring the race to a bit of an early conclusion. We have got 0.5 minute plus a lap to go, so we've got 2 laps to go right now, with da Costa leading and Vandoorne in second.
We've still got a car at exit of 7, car still at the exit of 7, drivers left.
These guys are coming through turn 4 and 5, so pretty quickly they're going to be on that scene with the Avalanche Andretti cars parked off to the left.
And there is Askew, and he is off, well, he's kind of on the racing line on the exit of the corner. Here they come, the yellow flags are there, the drivers can get through, so they take it steady, and I think we might get the race done because we've only got 1 lap to go at the end of this one. And really, Stoffel Vandoorne's got 1 chance.
As well,
oh, da Grassi's pulled off there, so with the yellow flags out, Vandoorne has only got turn 1. It's turn 1 or nothing for Vandoorne if he wants to get through, and he has a big slide coming out of the hairpin, but it's all closing up behind, actually, in the battle for kind of 5th and 6th as well. Da Costa leading, Vandoorne second, Evans in third.
Never mind 5th and 6th. Alexander Sims is still there on the back of the Jaguar. Phenomenal stuff from the orange Mahindra.
Final lap of the race, Verne's in the pits. Jean-Eric Verne came into the pits, so he must have been involved in that carnage down at turn 6, so he won't be picking up a point.
Please remember, at the exit of turn 7, car 28 is on driver's left. Please be aware, please be aware.
Another note from Scott Elkins reminding the drivers that Askew is there on the final lap of this New York City eprix. Antonio Felix da Costa had a difficult start to the year. He's really coming back into it now. Obey the flags,
everyone. Obey the flags at turn 6. There's a car, driver's left at the exit. Obey the flags.
Through comes da Costa. He's got ahead. He's got through. And he's led this race from pole position, and he might be about to take his and DS Techeetah's first victory of the season. The nerves inside the DS Techeetah garage are palpable as they come through the hairpin. Evans is still holding on to that 3rd place. Da Costa's got not a lot of energy, but he's got enough of an advantage, surely, as he comes now in towards the chicane. Through the right, through the left. Sims is very close to the back of Evans.
Car, driver's left, exit of 7.
Bird is behind him, really close, but I'm not sure he can get it done.
Da Costa through the final corner. The checkered flag falls for the first time this season. Da Costa and DS SG to win on the streets of New York City. Huge win for Da Costa. Second for Van Dorn, third Evans, fourth Sims, fifth Bird. Jaguar are buzzing with a third and fifth place finish. Like they've won the race.
Fifth place from 16th for Sam Bird, and a great third place for Mitch Evans for the championship.
Alexander Sims in fourth position. A great result for him as well. Brian's in sixth, De Vries seventh, Dennis eighth.
After such a bad day yesterday was super good. Super good day.
It's for you.
Best time
And your videos were really good. So that's really good.
Really good. Yeah. Antonio Felix Da Costa, really good, I would say. Lights the flag. Well done, my man.
Thank you so much, Dario. I guess the back is back, we can say it.
That was dominant, well controlled, fantastic race. Enjoy the celebration.
Thanks, buddy. Will do.
The DAC is back. And he's out of the control. I spoke to the Cheetah on the grid. And look, they're quite punchy a lot of the time. I'm always saying, can you win? We can win. They always think they can win.
Well, as you say, James Roster always says, yeah, we can win. Listen to the crowd.
Fantastic. Oh, I've got tingles from that. He's loving life. It is going to be a big, big night in New York City for Antonio Felix Da Costa. I would, if any of you out there have plans to see him tomorrow, I'd cancel them.
I love the app.
Ya pemirsa, akhir dari race yang sangat menarik, sangat seru hingga di lap terakhir tadi, dan